Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network. For the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews, press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network and producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, and Phil Svitek, this is iTalk Movies. Long-form interviews with leading members of the film industry. And now, your host of iTalk Movies.
Hey everyone! I'm so excited today. I'm Ashley Daniels, and I am here with an extraordinary human being. I would say extraordinary could be an understatement, being that he's not only an actor, voiceover artist, puppeteer, but he is the offspring of Cookie Monster. And you will find out what that means when we talk about it.
Hello.
Hello, Joey Rudman.
That was the best introduction I've ever had.
Thank you so much. I really worked on that. Actually, no, it was pretty spontaneous. But the fact that you, that Cookie Monster, is your father.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is. It was quite the childhood.
It was.
It was quite the childhood. It's interesting. Like, I'm kind of realizing now that I went through like stages in my life. Mm-hmm. Like, as a kid, I remember like my first thought about it was like, doesn't everyone's dad do that? It was like, what's the big deal?
My dad's Elmo, so yes.
Yeah, and then you get older and it's like, oh, this is really cool. My dad's coming into school today to do a show for everyone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then you get older, then you're like 9 and you're like, you want to be cool. Mm-hmm. So you're like embarrassed by your parents.
Yes.
So it's like, Dad, like, don't do the Cookie Monster thing right now. Like, it's not cool, man. Like, I'm trying to be cool. And then you get even older.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and you get older and it's like, oh, it's cool again. Like,
it's full circle.
Yeah, it is.
But your poor dad. You've strung him along for years. He's cool and then he's uncool and he's cool again. He's cool now.
Well, then college, it's like, oh, this is a pickup line.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, this is, yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we have to really go into that furthermore. Before we do, because I have a lot of questions about you and how you started and everything. I got a little bit of info just guessing from how you got started based on your father and what he does. But I want to talk about this movie that you are involved in. You have a part in the movie.
I do. It's my first one. It's called We Are Your Friends.
Yes.
It comes out on Friday.
This Friday. That's August 28th.
Yep.
Starring Zac Efron.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then just a cast full of just all-stars.
Awesome people.
Shiloh Fernandez, Johnny Weston, Alex Schaefer, John Bernthal, just Wes Bentley, just
so cool.
Amazing.
How did you get involved in that?
It took a lot of luck, and it took knowing the right person at the right time, and then delivering when the time came, when my name was called.
Right. And you haven't been here that long. So
no, I just passed a year.
Being in LA.
And it's funny, I got the audition for the movie when I was in college. So I was in college. I sent the tape in like February. I found out in March that they wanted to see me in LA. I graduated, came out to LA. I went in for the chemistry read. I'd been in LA for 4 days, and I was reading with Zac Efron.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That's insane.
But you have to put that stuff in the back of your mind and just say, I'm here, I'm going for it, I'm doing it. So I didn't end up getting like the main part that I was up for, but they cast me as a smaller role in it, and it's my first movie out here, first big screen appearance, and I'm serious. I could not have asked for a better movie to be a part of for my first time. I mean, this movie is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you're a part of something like this, but it makes sense because you have a great presence. There's just something about you that people immediately feel like they must know you. Because I know I felt great. That with you. You're very warm. And you looked amazing on the red carpet last week.
Thank you.
You were killing it. I thought you were doing this all the time. That was your first red carpet?
First red carpet.
That is crazy.
It was crazy. You know what's hard about the red carpet is like, you go out there and you have so much adrenaline because everyone's calling your name, taking pictures, that you want to like move around, but then you can't. Right. You have to like stand still, and I already have ADD on top of that.
Yeah,
so
you and I both. Anyway. I heard everybody screaming your name though.
Crazy.
Everybody was screaming, Joey, Joey. It was so awesome.
It's surreal. Seriously,
so cool.
surreal.
And how was the after party? I have to know. Details.
Man.
Come on.
After party was great. I got to catch up with see Zac, and I hadn't seen Zac in a while. Talked to Zac for a little bit, and everybody in the movie. I mean, Brittany Ferlin. I spent a lot of time with Brittany.
Yeah,
she's in the movie,
great.
and I spent a lot of time with her on set because we shot the same days. And her and I didn't know she would remember me because it'd been a while. And like right when she saw me, she like jumped into my arms. We like hugged and
my God.
we spent a lot of time together after party. She's like the best.
I heard she's awesome.
You gotta look like her.
I've heard that. Really? That's so.
You
I
kinda look like
like
her.
everyone. Apparently, you can add that to the list of people that I look
Okay,
like.
let's put
I look
Brittany
like everyone
okay.
on Earth at
Yeah,
this point.
okay.
So that's.
Hey, that's
I'll take
not
it.
a bad person to look
It's
like.
okay. I look like everyone.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's good.
So that's what I get told all day long. You look like so and so all day long.
Good.
I don't get it, but that's fine. You remind me a little bit, and you're gonna laugh, but I don't know if it's
Oh, boy.
partly because you did the De Niro
Oh,
impersonation
boy.
once with me, but you have like a very young De Niro.
You want to see it?
Yeah, do it.
Well, I have to look away first.
That's fine.
Okay. Are you talking to me? Huh?
It's like, it's so weird. I don't know if it's because you did that once, but you look so much like young De Niro.
You know what? I'll take that.
It's a good compliment.
He's like
It's a good compliment.
he's like my guy.
He's awesome. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the movie now. What can people expect? What is this movie? It's comedy, obviously.
It's really interesting because I'm curious about what people's expectations are going into it, because I don't think people are expecting much.
Right.
And I can't wait to see the reaction on people if they have that reaction, if they have the that thought at first going into it. I'd love to see after, because the movie it's one of those movies that it ended and I wanted to turn around and be like, let's do it again.
Right.
Let's do it one more time. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I would say anybody who's in the any kind of art form or creativity, or anyone who's an entrepreneur, they're gonna go crazy.
Right.
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna connect to it and.
What is the plot? What is a little quickie little?
The quick. It follows a young DJ trying to make it in the EDM universe, and it's his group of friends they're all like club promoters, and but it's more than that. It's about finding your voice as like an artist. This is what I took away from is finding your voice as an artist, and finding your signature, and it's just great. It's great.
What is now? I know you always humble yourself, but you have a part in this movie.
I have
that's
a part,
awesome.
but don't blink. Like
that's okay.
It's quick. Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But you know what? This is amazing. The fact they're even in the movie, I think that's
True.
awesome.
Yeah.
But when you went into it, did you feel like there was something, being that it was your first movie, did you find something very challenging, or did you find something more difficult than you would assume? Was there any type of challenge that you were faced with that you were like, whoa, that's how it's done, or was it just very smooth route, like a smooth ride for you?
Well, the first night I shot, it was like it was crazy on set because it was at a club,
right?
So there were like hundreds of extras, and on top of that, it's like 2 a.m. They're supposed to finish 2 hours ago. Like, we didn't know if we were going to do the scene.
Right.
And then they told me that we're not going to do it. So I'm like walking away, and then they came running to get me, and they're like, we're doing it. So I had to kind of like just go for it.
Right.
And you just have to be in the moment. And, you're working with great actors. My scenes with Johnny Weston, who's like that guy. Do you know who that is?
No.
I'm
terrible.
Okay.
So
you'll know him after this movie.
All right.
I
may know him by face. I'm just
yeah,
really good
I bet
at
you do.
names,
I bet you
by the
do.
way.
Okay, you'll know him by face. He is. This movie is perfect for him, and he kills it. And working with him was an honor, truly an honor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
who was your? What would you say going into it? You were kind of like a little maybe starstruck, or you were a little extra excited to meet? Was it him?
it was Zach.
Okay. Oh, Zach.
It was Zach Efron.
Of course, yeah.
like I don't know what to expect, but he's like the greatest guy of all time.
Right. He is.
If I could hang out with Zach every day, I would. Like
seems
he's
like a really
the
cool guy.
greatest guy I've ever met, almost.
So he's just very humble and just very cool.
Yeah, he's just cool.
That's awesome.
He's just a cool guy.
I bet he loved you. I bet the feeling was mutual both ways.
I think
For
it
sure.
was. Yeah,
I think
it was.
Yeah, you're not too hard to not like.
Oh, Ashley.
But so I'm really excited. So this is on Friday that it's coming out.
Comes out Friday.
Are you going to be at the movies on Friday?
I'm gonna go.
Are you going to tell them where you are going to be so that maybe
actually don't know which one. Maybe one in Burbank. My dad's here. My dad's in
yes.
LA. I'm gonna go see it with him.
Awesome.
So wherever he wants to go see it.
Yeah, maybe I'll tag along.
You should.
Friday,
You want to come?
I think I'm around Friday. If so, I'm gonna come and.
Come with
if not,
us.
I'm just gonna make a poster
You
and
gotta
go
go-
walk
well, you
around
gotta
with
go
a
see it.
poster.
Yeah, please.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
So that's just amazing. But I want to go backward a little bit, and I just
Okay.
want to talk to you a little bit about how you got into acting.
Yeah.
So you were born to a mother who is an artist.
Yes.
And
She paints.
a painter, and
Yeah.
a father who is a puppeteer / Cookie Monster for 30 plus years.
He's been doing cooking for 20 years.
20
But he's
years.
been puppeteering since he was like 6.
It's amazing.
So Jim Henson hired him at Sesame Street when he was 18 years old.
Oh, my
So
Lord.
he's been building puppets or working with characters since he was 18. So You know, he does he does Baby Bear on Sesame. We're a little too old for that. Oh, you know it.
Baby Bear.
You do know it. So he does Baby Bear.
I just turned,
but
20-something.
But you're young at heart, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baby Bear. I think I know who Baby Bear is. The brown bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Scooter? Was it Scooter
And then
too?
for the Muppets, he does Scooter and Janice and Miss Poogie and a bunch of other. I mean, it's like.
Now, in terms of the other like Miss Piggy and everybody, are they all the same as your dad in terms of like how long they've been doing it, or do they switch off people?
Well, it kind of ranges. My dad's somewhere in the middle right now. There's a couple guys older than him and a couple guys younger, but not many guys do both Sesame Street and the Muppets.
Right.
So he does both, but right now he's doing the Muppet Show on ABC that comes out.
Oh wow!
Soon, in like 3 weeks or so.
That's so cool.
So.
And rumor has it that sometimes you're Cookie Monster's right hand.
I do. I'm the right hand man.
That is high five for
I
that.
know.
That's so cool.
Well, you want to do the right hand? You want to touch it?
Oh yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? Wait, so tell me how did you get? Obviously, we know how you got involved, but like, did your dad just say one day, "Hey, I want to like rest one of my arms"?
No, it was me. So how it works is my dad does the voice and he also does the head.
Okay.
So he does the head and then he puts his left hand in the left hand. But Cookie's got 2 working arms.
Right.
So someone else is under there too, working the right hand. So what happened was he was out here maybe like half a year ago doing a Cookie Monster thing with Jimmy Kimmel. And I went to go hang out on set and watch them shoot. And I'm watching, and when Cookie travels, they hire
When Cookie travels,
they hire another puppeteer who's like local to do like a Muppet puppeteer or somebody to do Cookie's right hand. So I'm like watching, and I'm like, like I could do that. I could.
Right.
So I said to him after, I was like, "Hey, Dad, I just want to throw this out there. Just think about it.
Yeah.
I could do the right hand if there's ever like an issue.
Right.
Anyone can't make it, I could do it." So he kind of thought about it, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, let me run it by Sesame Street and we'll see." So he called me like 2 weeks later, and he said, "You want to go to South by Southwest?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, Cookie's going. He's got a couple videos to do with people. Would you like to do the right hand?" I was like, "Absolutely." And that was a dream. We did videos with like Funny or Die, and a bunch of other comedians, like just like little promo videos for them.
Right.
And I was doing Cookie's right hand.
And I'm sure that really helped you in terms of the voiceover world, which you are very much involved in.
That's right.
Just on your resume, having that, whether you're speaking or not, I mean, you're really involved in like the biggest voiceover.
It's crazy.
Ever. Like,
Yeah.
So how does that help in terms of what you do in voiceover? Like, do you... is being a voiceover artist more about auditioning at that moment, or more about just sending your reel and like your resume? Like, how does that work?
For me, so I'm doing a show that comes out in the fall on PBS.
Oh, great.
On PBS Kids.
Okay.
It's called Nature Cat. The cast is ridiculous. It's Saturday Night Live. It's Taran Killam. It's Bobby Moynihan. It's Kenan Thompson, Kate McKinnon, Kate McCucci, Bobby Lee, Chris Parnell, and me. And so I got involved with it, and I kind of had to like learn. I'd never done it before, so I had to learn by watching them.
Right.
And they're like the best of the best.
Right.
So, but then watching my dad do Cookie, really like, I mean, he's my inspiration. He's like my idol. So,
of course.
So I learned just watching him work. You learn so much.
Give me an idea as to how it is. Does he have the script with him and he's underneath Cookie Monster and he's reading it and also because I can't imagine not seeing yourself. Well, not seeing what
how
you're
it works
doing.
is they have to set up a monitor where when he's working he can see Cookie.
Oh, okay.
So there's always a monitor.
So
he has to.
Yeah, because otherwise that's working like blind. Like you can't see what you're
So
doing.
there's a script, but he's really good at improv.
Really?
He's like the best.
So they let him improvise certain words.
He just does it. He'll just do it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And now Kermit, is Kermit the same as he is the same person? Do you know anything about Kermit? Like
the guy who does Kermit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's been doing it for so many years.
Really? So it's the same guy?
Same guy
really
for so many
cool.
years and yeah.
That's so cool. Now, do you think you ever want to get into, because the PBS show, that's a cartoon, right? That you're doing voiceover?
It's animation. It's like I would say it's like SpongeBob.
Okay, so you're not being a puppeteer in this.
No, it's just my voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's anything else in terms of puppeteer work that will be coming out, or is that kind of
I don't know.
gone
I think that's just him. I think that's just his thing.
Yeah.
It is hard. It's
can't
really
imagine.
hard. Like, just try holding your arm up for like 5 minutes, but then like also moving it. Like, it's really hard work.
Yeah, it really
physically.
It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And just kind of coordinating it to go with your words and everything and listening. It's just a lot. It's a lot of being responsive. And I don't know, you and I with the ADD, I think we'd be a little Cookie Monster.
We'd be all over the place. Yeah, it's like, Cookie right here. Come on, where are you going? Yeah.
Exactly. Now, in terms of your acting career, now you were in college and you basically moved out here last year, and now you're already in a movie.
Yeah.
So did you just decide after college you wanted to do acting, or were you involved in acting beforehand?
No, I studied theater in college.
Okay.
I have a degree. I have a BFA in acting.
Okay, so
I did. I'm like a real actor.
That's crazy. I don't really meet those people very often.
Especially in LA. I mean, it's very rare.
Someone's daughter or son, or somebody.
No,
or,
and I worked my butt off for it. I really did, and it was hard work. And you know what I learned in college, which is interesting, once I started to become a real actor.
Right.
I learned that we talked about how my mom's an artist.
Yes.
I kind of learned that I got a lot from her too, because I was able to access this dark place easily for drama. Like, I love doing Shakespeare.
That's so interesting, because I know you can do it, but it's hard to picture you because you're so funny and warm.
But I can tap into it easily. And my mom, as a painter, her work is really dark. Even like some of her artwork is titled like "From Out of Darkness Comes Light."
I just find it so fascinating, the difference between, like, you got Sesame Street Dad and you got like this.
I know.
Like, dark
so those
artist,
two things came together.
Two opposites not attract, or what?
I know.
Oh my god.
Is that amazing?
So crazy.
I know.
And so you were inspired by her art, so you can kind of dig deep and get that Shakespearean accent.
Have you ever seen a Shakespeare production before?
I have.
You have?
Yes, it's difficult to watch.
What if I was in it?
I mean, I'd watch it, of course, if you were in it.
Thank you.
I would find it fascinating because I already know you. So it'd be very interesting to see you do that 360 and then just go into something like that.
Yeah.
But what do you find more of your niche? Would you say comedy or drama?
I don't know. I mean, they're so different, and I have such a great time doing both. Yeah. I really do. Yeah. I really do. But as of now, I mean, my first 2 gigs in LA, both comedies. So we'll see what's next.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be
another comedy 3 in a row.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be more than 3 in a row for sure.
Okay, I'll take it.
Now, do you find one more challenging than the other? Because sometimes people find comedy's
hard.
Yes.
Comedy is so hard.
Timing and all that.
Timing is everything, and comedy is way harder. But some people have trouble with drama, like tapping into the truth of it. That's the key with drama and comedy. But with drama, it's got to be truthful, or
right.
It's going to be false.
Now, where is this East Coast accent coming from? Because you're not from the East Coast. It's just crazy.
I know.
I can't even talking to you now.
I know. I think what happened was when I...
Please explain. What did happen?
Okay, well, I did live in New York for a couple of years, because Sesame Street's in New York. So I kind of lived there for like 2.5 years. Really? So like, I might have seen someone when I was a kid, and I was like, I like this guy. I'm going to model. No, I don't know. I think...
Could be, though. Could be.
Could be. I think what really happened, though, this is the honest truth. When I started acting in high school, like the end of high school, the first couple of roles I did were like New York guys,
right.
And this is before I knew what like method acting was. I didn't know what that was, but I would do that.
Right.
So I would like live my life like talking like that until I performed it.
That's hilarious.
So I think like, since that was the first thing I'd ever done, something just stayed.
That's so. I love it though. It makes you very unique.
Yeah, and I'm not Italian, and I'm not from New York.
It's just you could definitely play an Italian from New York. That's for sure.
I'm just a little Jew boy from the suburbs of Chicago.
It's like almost as if you're acting that role, and that's not really you. It's amazing to me to see that, but it's very interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you working on day by day now? Now that you're officially living out here, and this movie just came out, and I don't know, do you feel like this is the point where when something like that comes out, you tend to get more confidence and then more roles come, and how does that work with acting and
I've kind of had
pitching
I've kind of had like a reverse from like the stereotypical actor in LA. Like, you come out here and like nothing happens, and then you get something big. I got something big from the start. So then months went by, and like I didn't have any work.
Of course.
So, but now I have the voiceover show, the PBS show.
Yep.
So I record for that.
So you're already recording for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought that was starting.
No, I started recording for that.
Oh, wow.
So I'm busy with that. and just auditioning and callbacks, and I'm waiting to hear about a couple things right now.
And
which is
pilot
exciting.
season's coming up.
Pilot season it ended recently, but now the pilots were picked up.
Yeah,
and then,
right.
So yeah, so I'm gonna
I
have
don't
things
know.
with that. So I'm waiting
Yeah.
to hear about things.
It's really cool.
I can't talk about right
I
now,
know,
but it's exciting. That's what I love about it. Is like, you wake up every day and you might not have anything planned, and then all of a sudden you've got like 40 things to do.
It's like,
I love it.
It's crazy. One day you have nothing, the next day you have tons of things, the next day it's like nothing can just balance itself out throughout the week, and like two here, two
Isn't
here.
that great though? Like living your life like
Sometimes
spontaneous like that?
It is fun. It's where else can you do that other than LA,
Right?
you know? I mean,
I know.
I'm sure a lot of people that you grew up with and they're, have more normal,
They put on their thing and then they go to work and they sit down.
predictable
And
lifestyle.
I can't. I could not.
I could never.
Never. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Just now. Just commit me now. Like that can never happen. Forget it.
Me and you
I
both.
Can't. I need.
Me and you both.
We need spontaneity. We need
I know.
Can't predict anything.
I know. I know.
And in terms of social, because social media is such a big, it's crazy right now. Like,
I know.
Do you feel like you may utilize that in terms of like either YouTube or just funny skits, just because you have such a great talent, and I feel like so many people are discovered.
I need to get better at it, and I don't even have a Twitter, and
You don't even have a Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter. I have Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram.
Yes. What is your Instagram?
Joey Rudman. Just my name.
Easy peasy.
I like Instagram, and that's it. I don't have it. I don't do it. But in terms of like YouTube, I'm definitely open to working on stuff, but nothing's come up. I don't want to force it. Yeah. But you're right though. It's like I need to learn
to watch you more. I just feel like you're just somebody that I would watch you. I would definitely tune in.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that's in your cards at some point.
There we go.
You should definitely. Now, lastly, I just wanted to know in terms of 5-year plan, 10-year plan, where do you see yourself? Because this is also new for you, and you're doing so well, so fast. Where do you see yourself, or where do you want to be 5 years from now and 10 years from now?
Okay, 5 years from... Well, it's interesting. Like, I always like to make little goals. So, like, at the end of my first year, I wanted to be in a movie with a line or two with a nice close-up shot. All 3 of those in this movie.
That's amazing.
So that's the first. So all right,
so
5 years.
You pictured it and you saw it, and they came. People say that really, if you really see something, put it on paper. You put whatever you do.
Put it on paper. That's exactly right. Put it on paper, see it, visualize it, and make it happen.
Those visual boards you can make with like all your goals on it.
Yeah.
So you saw that and it happened.
I did.
So,
I haven't made a 5-year yet.
Okay.
I'll make it right now. I'm gonna say.
Oh, this is great.
I'm gonna say, because I love TV series. Like I'm gonna say. Specifically, I want to be on an HBO new series.
Freaking awesome.
That'd
be amazing.
I'd be a happy guy.
You'd be great on Girls too.
Oh, I love that show.
I love that show too. I think you'd be great, like one of the new boyfriends or something.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe Adam's best friend. I don't know. Adam's
I love that guy. That guy's great.
Adam is so cool.
Yeah, we'd get along.
Yeah. Oh, totally. You'd get along with anybody. But
I could be like his younger cousin or something.
Totally, like his normal cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Well, he's a little,
Yeah.
I love him as an actor.
It's a good show. Yeah.
It's a great show. So you see TV, like that's where you'd want to be.
Yeah, it just seems like the writing right now is so good on TV. I just want to be a part of it. Yeah. Really, really bad.
Is that
good? Is that good?
I think that's an amazing.
I think that's a solid 5 years. I mean, ideally sooner.
Who else would say that? Like that's not,
ideally
that's
sooner, but
5 years.
5 years.
I think it'll happen sooner. Absolutely.
I think so too.
Crazy. And is there anything else that you wanted to share? I want to make sure we get it all out there so people can follow you on Instagram at Joey Rudman.
Follow me on Instagram. Go see We Are Your Friends. I don't even want to say anything else. I don't even want to say anything about it. I just want to say go see it.
It's a great laugh. We're going to get great laughs if we go there. It's a funny movie, right? It's got some funny in it.
It's got some funny in it.
The Brittany Furlan one I heard was hilarious.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She's hilarious, but the movie is not a comedy.
It's not a comedy at all? So that's the only part you're going to laugh in, basically.
You might laugh at me. You might laugh at me. You'll laugh at me for sure.
I may laugh at you.
Yeah. No. With me or at me? Probably at me.
Probably a little both, actually. Listen. Joseph Madison.
Nice.
Rudman.
Nicely
You're
done.
In trouble
well
now.
played.
Thank you so much for
having me. This was great.
This is so cool.
This is so much fun.
We got some more movies. You got to come back and chat with us about those movies as well.
Next thing, I'm coming back.
You have to.
It's in.
Happening. And
love it.
You can find you on Instagram at Joey Rudman.
Yes.
You can find me on Instagram at Miss Ashley Daniels. Periscope Ashley Daniels, Twitter at Ashley Daniels, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.